This next bout of the afternoon is brought to you by Ian Mallon Solicitors, taking place over 3 rounds in the Your Featherweight division. Please welcome first to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing MMA Cork with a perfect record of 1 win and no defeats, Luka Nadirashvilli.
It's later.
And please welcome his opponent, making his way to the cage, fighting out of the red corner, representing Sekiyoku with a perfect record of 1 win and no defeats, Robert Lorenz.
We have Robert Lorenz in the grey trunks, and the Paddy Pimblett-esque cornrows, and he is squaring off against Luka Nadirashvilli. Both fighters 1-0 so far. Lorenz recently won his debut Cage Gladiator in Belfast via first round rear naked choke. Nadirashvilli won his debut in September, Lead FC down in Cork, by way of decision against David Burke. It was an excellent performance, one I called myself. And he's got the takedown here early. He has Lorenz on his back. And Lorenz is climbing up.
He's climbing up, but the battle is going to be between the right knee and the left knee here. If he can get the right knee over the top of the left to solidify this body lock type pass position, that's a lot worse for him now. He needs to think about sinking the left hip down, turning onto his side so he can high step over. He's at risk of the triangle here if he doesn't tighten up this hip control.
Yeah, Lorenz looks very threatening from his back. Lorenz is representing Sekioku. Luka Nadirashvilli on the top position representing MMA Cork.
So there's a couple of battles that maybe those at home not privy to, the wrist against the wrist, and also the hand controlling the foot. Luka is controlling Robert's foot in between the guard as well, trying to prevent the triangle attempt from coming out.
Yeah.
But I do like this isolated head knock control that he has here as well.
And the foot on the hip now, that's a good position for him to progress from. Now that he's freed it from that grip of Nadirashvilli.
Yeah, definitely.
Here, they're in the door.
They are.
What the fuck?
No coaching from here, please.
But he accidentally bumped into a switch.
That's somebody having a laugh. That's someone leaning up against the wall or something.
Yeah, that was my guess. Nadirashvilli doing a great job here of keeping his two arms on the inside, staying safe for now, because he lets his own elbows get very far away from his body. The threat, the arm lock or the triangle increases dramatically.
Luka seems to be a little bit comfortable here on his back.
But Luka's the one on top.
Sorry, I was reading wrong. Sorry there. Robert, in terms of being on his back and his guard, just a couple of little nuances, like in terms of keeping the hand pinned to the chest when he's in the guard, or isolating one arm so that he's not giving Luka free rein of strikes.
Ooh, top lock position, threatening the triangle. Not far away from it now, Andrew. Switching the armbar. That's the extension. That elbow's deep. 10 seconds to go in the round. Last couple of seconds. He needs to stack him here from the top with everything he has. I think he's got enough time to survive.
He does. Technically as well, even though I hate giving the 10th planet community even a mention, because they're all unwashed nerds, but top lock, great assessment, and then a transition into the dead orchard, which is when you actually have the triangle locked on, but both arms are in and the shoulders are trapped. Not a bad, he just seems very calm from that ground position.
Yeah,
There's
he took his time setting that
no
up.
urgency or no fear, do you know what I mean, in being in that position.
Sometimes people rush and then they get their guard passed, don't they, from that position? And for an inexperienced fighter.
Luka did very well in terms of centering him up and keeping the position where he wanted it to, but then maybe didn't have the urgency in terms of circling the wrist and freeing the hands to be able to land the strikes. Maybe a good example there from Robert, how you can win a round in Jiu-Jitsu or in MMA off your back with one legitimate submission attempt.
Yeah, because that was very, very close to finishing the fight, and that's what we're looking for in the scoring criteria. Impressive work. I like how Lorenz just kind of Venus flytrapped him there. Like you said, he wasn't overly rushed. He's firing with heat here at the start.
Good sound as well. The crowd to our right are here, I think, for a specific athlete later on in the show, and they just wowed at the sound of that head kick.
Oh, a nice little body shot. And Nadirashvilli firing back with one up top. Good grappling in round one, but we're seeing some really interesting striking exchanges here. Hands connected for Nadirashvilli, but he doesn't. He's rushing this attempt. He's laced, he's going to drop it. Yeah, there we go.
Back into this path here again.
Yeah, this is exactly where we were, isn't it? With the left leg of Robert Larinx just trapped inside. He worked to get it out and then placed it on the hip. So that was his step one from this position last time.
I'd say there's maybe even hesitation now from Luka in terms of maybe not having up posture for strikes straight away, considering how dangerous Robert's guard in the first round.
Clark onto Luka. Nadirashvilli telling him he needs to work on top, so he might not get the same time he got in that first round to figure this one out.
Open your elbow first. Don't body lock there, Luka. Feel your hands established inside. That's it for everyone. Good on. Push away, everyone. Sweep the hips. Push away, everyone. If you're coming up like that, put your head on the ground.
Big shout out to Coach Aaron McGuire from MMA Cork. He's not here, but he's got married this week. I believe so.
Congratulations. And of course, Jack made a return there recently as well, didn't he, to professional mixed martial arts?
He's on course to win the El Triangle podcast, El Triangle of the Year, I think, and rightly so with that one. He looked sensational.
It's a largely rigged award anyway, personally speaking.
Keep going, yeah. You've got an angle now. You're clipping the angle. Good luck. Slow, that's that.
Take something special in these last couple of events of the year now to top that one from Jack, I have to say. Given the scenario that he pulled it off in and the stage. That's a big shot from the top. Nadirashvilli raining down.
Much better from Luka. And a good way to finish the round, definitely.
I think he just leveled up this fight going into round 3. Really well contested, closely contested fight so far. One of these guys has to lose their winning record today, but I don't think we're any closer to figuring out who it's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, could the owner of vehicle registration BN68FMV please get outside and move your vehicle? Thank you.
Just taking care of my other job there as a car park traffic coordinator, Andrew. I do that most weekends.
Yeah, do you know what? I would have rather to know what type of car it was.
Yeah, it would have helped. They just gave me the reg.
Yeah,
some people don't know their reg.
No, well look, we can assume that is a BMW driver.
We can assume.
We can assume that correctly.
It'd be
a BMW
strong
driver.
chance.
Yeah.
There's certain venues I work where there's very little car park space whatsoever, and I have to do that about 6 or 7 times a night.
And what do you think goes through the person's head when they're leaving the car there?
People just pull up in front of the ambulance and just leave it right for the ambulance or the fire
the
escape.
ambulance won't need to leave. I'll just park here.
Gas. Anyway, round 3, back to the real business. Larinx throwing some feints here and draw a shot. Oh, a little slip from Larinx. And that could prove costly. He just had his guard passed in the first 15 seconds of the round.
Nearly costly in 2 senses. I thought he was going to dive straight into a triangle as well.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it wasn't far away, but I think Nadirashvilli just kind of on the way in sensed it and pulled back a little. Rolled by Larinx, but Nadirashvilli looking for the back now. Looking for a hook, couldn't get one. Good work from Larinx. He's done a good job of reaching over to get that whizzer, although he's giving up on it now.
I think we're going to see this same sort of trip that we did in the last one, where he's going to walk into it and bring it back towards us, but Robert is doing really well to keep his back on the fence, not expose that leg.
Yeah, if you watch the feet of Nadirashvilli last time, he stepped around the back of the leg and laced the opposite leg before doing the lateral drop, so maybe what he goes for again. He's looking to step around, you can see it, and now he's going to try and lace the standing right leg. Beautiful work again.
well matched so far with a minute and 25 seconds left. A handful of shots will win it for Luka, and a legitimate submission attempt is going to win it for Robert, because we've been pretty even.
We've seen both situations really in over the 2 rounds, haven't we? We've seen Robert come close at the end of the first off his back in this position, and then we saw Luka. He's got the foot on the hip again, which we saw in round 1, and he used that. First he went top lock and then he went to the arm, but the option to just go straight to the arm. There we go, he's looking for that again, Andrew. A position you talked about at the end of round 1.
Yeah, it's just that both shoulders are free.
Yeah, they're all the way through. You kind of need those trapped in the top lock, don't you?
Yeah, to be caught. I just feel that the thing
The cage here is going to limit his options.
it's easier said than done. Luka is entirely focused on keeping the hips centered. You know what I mean?
No
It's
angle.
going to be hard if I put an angle. If I'm Robert, I'm trying to think what's the thing to improve on against an opponent who's trying to do this against me in the future.
Final 20 seconds too. Time running out here. Look at that slip. Could well have proved cost Robert Lawrence big time in this fight. Strong top position work from Nadirashvilli all the way through.
All things considered, should be a 2-1, fairly straightforward scorecard for Luka. Robert definitely has a lot of potential in terms of his grappling off his back, submission attacks.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to your judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, and still unbeaten, Luka Nadirashvilli.